And welcome back. And before we do anything else, this is part 4. We're just going to move straight back into combat. So let's transition into that scene. And the Imperial NPCs are up next. So let's get that rolling for them.
Don't forget there are 2 boosts.
Yes, they did get 2 boosts because you gave them 2 boosts, which was smart because they're OP as it is.
Right.
I don't know why it didn't roll the difficulty, but I will roll that now. Okay, there you go. They pop their criticals and open fire on the poor, unsuspecting minion groups.
Unsuspecting?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't think these guys were unexpected. Yeah, shut up. Whoever said that just died in a mysterious fire. So the stormtroopers and the officers open fire on these guys and just obliterate the infected that are up in front. These ones do not explode.
Nice.
They are squishers. So coming up is PC slot. Who wants to take it?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, Myron.
Are there any bad guys left?
Yep,
This
there's
one.
3.
And the
Oh, okay.
And then there's
4?
a minion group down below.
Alrighty. I'm going to try and run this one through and then move over here.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. Oh boy.
I'm very upset with all of you. You all are pieces of shit, by the way.
What?
What?
Okay,
So
so
much sass.
You're the one who made us design a death squad.
Yeah.
just so you know, that last difficulty should not have been there, so there are no threats.
Oh, okay.
Pierce 2, Vicious 2, which means you kill it. Describe how you kill it.
Okie doke. Seeing that everything around me is dead, Maru's feeling a little dissatisfied. But there's one more thing. So he turns to that. He runs it through the rib cage and goes through the throng of dead creatures, almost hugging the wall, and tosses it off to the side over near this bush. And that's it. I mean,
Yeah, could you roll me a resilience against difficulty 2, please?
yeah, I can. Yeah, that's the thing I can do. Why would I want to do that?
Well, because you attacked a phase 1 and it
I know.
exploded. And there's oh wait, no, phase 1s. I need you to roll a 1d9. That's right. Phase 1s are the weaker ones that don't have full spore coverage. If it's a 1,
Nice.
you get hit.
Fuck. Ugh. Oh my gosh.
There you
Yeah.
go, 8.
Ooh, there you
Well,
go.
remember, you got to give it time, so now we're probably going to get flooded. So, yeah, the spores miss you. It just out his back, like where you stabbed it in the rib cage. It explodes out his spine and goes behind.
Nice.
Okie doke.
Now,
And
the difficulty won't always be 2. The more infected ones that you attack, the harder the difficulty is, just so you know.
Yeah.
And you do have a chance of getting infected and becoming one of them and having to re-roll your character. So keep that in mind.
Nice.
Maru doesn't think about that sort of
No.
thing.
Not at all. I just
It's
want you
boss.
all to realize you might need some backups. Okay, next to PC, who would like to take that slot?
Okay.
Since there's 2 foes left there, I'll shoot at them so that hopefully we can eliminate
They
at least
do
one of
get
them.
cover.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're like... Okay, so the difficulty, that range we've already established is medium, right?
Nope, short.
Oh, short range? Okay.
Yeah, I shot way over here last time. So.
That's right, that's right. And I'm actually going to spend a dark side to, instead of 1 purple, it's going to be 1 red.
Woohoo!
And those guys have 1 range defense.
No, the clickers have 2 range defense. The one you
Like it
attacked
matters
before
for their
had
gun.
1.
Okay. So it's got 2 range defense, and then you said it has cover, so that gives it an extra soak, if I remember right.
An extra black, so it'd be 3 black. 2 for the defense and 1 for the cover.
Okay, let me check my talents here.
That's what I was waiting for.
Standard procedure for a death squad.
I will. I'm going to aim. And I'll spend a light side.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to eat Morrow if we can help it. I mean, at least not this early in the mission.
Hey!
Hey.
Whoa.
It rolled one too many setbacks, but the last one wasn't relevant anyway, so. Success, so that's 13 damage, pierce 6.
What's a concussive quality mean?
Well, hang on. Is 13 enough to kill that one?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Then-
yes, because they're already on fire.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
already incurred a ton of damage.
I forgot about that.
So, yes,
That
it
was
does
good.
kill it.
Okay, so it's the top one is the one that I was shooting at.
Excellent. Maru,
One
I'm going to
closer
need
to-
you to roll a resilience against 3. Or no, a
Okay.
resilience against 4, sorry.
Could I, because I've got such a concussive weapon, could I spend my boost to actually give Morrow boost on this?
Yeah,
Or
well,
move.
technically, you could just pass whatever advantage you don't want to use to the next ally who makes the roll, which is him.
Then I'm going to say that I blast that guy so hard he goes flying away from Morrow and passes Morrow 5 boost dice.
Yeah, hey, thanks, bud.
Resilience against 4 purple with 5 blue.
Oh my god. Okay.
I did it.
Yeah,
You did a thing.
but you strain 3. That's the threat, is you take 3 strain.
Starts coughing and
Because
wheezing.
you start coughing
Yeah.
and wheezing and it's asthmatic. You're like... And it's not so much that the fungus didn't get on you or affect you, it's just that you were able to fight off its effects.
Yep.
It
Strain is
also
strain.
could be strained from ringing in your ears as the concussive blast went by you.
It could also be strained because giant fireballs are dancing in front of you and one of them just happened to be
Right.
knocked away.
I think one from each.
I think anyone would be stressed in the current situation that I'm in. Mara's taking it pretty well, though,
Yeah.
as far as most people go.
All right. So excellent job,
And then, so that's my action and
You
aim.
aimed.
I'm going to take
right? So
2
you're going to spend 2
strain for
strain.
extra. And then I'm going to. At 30, I can't really read it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
it's 30.
Okay, then I'm going to move to there.
Excellent.
And then
Make sure you add the 2 strain to your character sheet. Okay, so the next up is the infected, which, well, there's only one. So,
Well, there's
And now he eats Morrow, and we all cry a little bit.
Hey.
this dude here, and then there's this guy here.
yeah, but the minions are dumb. They don't know anything.
Oh, that's true.
So,
Success. Maru, you take 10 damage.
Woo!
So I only take 3.
And it's going to pop a crit. So I'm going to need you to go to your critical wounds and roll on the critical
Oh,
table.
no.
not again.
No.
um,
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay.
critical injuries. Okay, I don't have. Do I still have the last crit?
No,
Yes,
that...
because it takes weeks to heal,
Yeah, you actually, yeah, you haven't had any medical attention whatsoever.
right? And we haven't had
Okay.
just the raw time for a resilience
So-
check.
So you need to add that you've already had 1 crit.
So I click
so-
on add critical.
Hang on 1 second. Let me get to your character sheet. So in the combat tab, or in critical injuries, So critical roll offset, you put 10 because this is your second critical, and then you hit roll critical.
Make sure you click off of that space with the 10.
Ah! No!
Already lost.
Oh my god!
Oh, hang on.
No!
Hang on.
Hang on, he's
Hang
trying to
on.
talk. Dude, calm down. He's trying to talk.
The program already gave you the previous critical, so the offset, because the die roll was 81. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it should be the
so
91.
it should be 91. So
91.
So
here's what we're gonna
what you
do.
do, Aaron, remove that critical in your sheet, and then on the critical number below, hit 91 and
Yep.
add critical.
hang on. First delete the 10, and then you hit 91 where it says critical number. There you go. So for one
I'm
strain,
ring.
every time you perform an action.
So
Oh,
you
no.
will get knocked out from that eventually.
And I actually don't knock my characters out because I think that's silly. Instead, my rule when you're at max strain is that you immediately upgrade the difficulty of everything you do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I think it's kind of silly that you just
Woe
So,
is me.
My thing
I've
is
got the
you
vapors.
immediately you are so stressed out that everything you do, everything is more difficult. So you automatically upgrade your difficulty.
Does that stack?
Yes.
Oh.
I could spend if you keep suffering strain and you keep going and going and going, the moment you double your strain threshold, I make you add 2 upgrades to your difficulties. And then
But here's the thing about that.
if I
Eventually,
spend-
you want to just let yourself get knocked out then, because you're going to be rolling like 4 red dice, and the
Right.
despairs are worse. than just
He's
getting
not
knocked out.
going to let that happen, though.
Don't
I
worry,
also
we'll
find
rest,
that this
buddy.
makes death a little easier, which in this game it's hard for your characters to die. Like incredibly hard. It's really stupid. But
There's no accidental PC wipes,
right.
other than like a critical hit with a concussion bomb.
Or if your ship explodes.
Oh yeah, that is the concussion bomb.
All right,
I
we got a
was
PC up.
so
it either
worried.
goes to Ty or Skirb. It's up to you.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I'll move 30, and then I'll shoot my pistol at this guy right here.
Okay, and do
This
keep in mind
Indian
that
group
that's only
here.
1 purple because it's short range.
Okay. So one purple. Combat weapon. Boop.
I really wish it was limb loss. That would have been amazing.
That would have been awesome. Yeah.
Die, motherfucker, and then this flaming fucking infected rips your arm off and beats you with it, which would be so ironic for a Wookiee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
I
expected
know.
to die
Have you
like
ever
that.
seen an infected rip an arm out of a droid socket? You nail him for 8 damage,
Okay.
which is enough to kill one of the 5.
Okay.
And what would you like the advantage to go? You can send 2 off to the next ally, or you could send 1 off specifically to somebody else.
I'm gonna send 2 off to the next ally.
All right.
which
So the
is
next
gonna be
ally
fast.
is Ty.
All right, so I'm gonna move
Mm-hmm.
to here because that's short range. That's 30, and then I'm going to fire on the one that's attacking Maru, and
Excellent.
that is short range.
They get a setback because you're firing over a stormtrooper,
Okay.
or they
step
get
back.
cover.
I get what, 2 boost?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
2 boost. And then my weapon. Patoo.
Patoo!
All right. That's enough to put this thing down.
Oh no, it's gonna pop.
Oh, wait. I made a boo-boo. 2 more setback because it's got carapace that offers 2 range defense. So just
Oh,
roll the 2
okay.
setback.
Gotcha. And
And nope,
There's
not bad.
1.
That's only 1.
oh, I did it. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so you still kill it. You just only get 1 advantage. Describe to me
But
what
it
it
can't-
looks like when you kill it.
Okay, but it can't pop because it's on fire.
Right.
So
Oh shit! I made a boo boo when I did the other one. You're right.
well, that one that he stabbed, I don't think that one was on fire.
No, it's not that.
Well,
I did the pop for when Teal attacked the one that was on fire.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So for that goofball mistake,
Well, you can easily say because you didn't trigger the burn quality on them, so they got singed, like they got fire damage, but they were not on fire.
Yeah, there
is a
ceased
burn
being
quality.
on
Oh
fire.
no, yeah, you're right. They did not have the burn quality because they were not directly affected like the others.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
So it all works out.
pretty much what I do is, as I move down the steps, I push past the stormtroopers, so they just see this stormtrooper in black armor, and I turn and fire right over the shoulder of the stormtrooper and hit that clicker, which
I think the
open.
stormtrooper realizes what you're trying to do, and he immediately gets on his knee.
I just fire and crack it right in the face.
Yeah, you crack it right in the face. Maru, I'm gonna need you to roll resilience against 4 purple.
4.
No. Maru!
You could spend a light side if you'd like, Maru.
Do I get the advantage?
Sure, you want to take 2 advantage from Ty?
Well, it's technically 1.
He only had 1.
Or 1, yeah, because the threats, that's right.
Yeah,
so
take
1
it.
advantage.
Take-
And I will use that light side.
Yeah, you will.
I mean, if anyone's going to make a resilience check, it is Morrow in this group.
Yeah.
Because I think he has the same brawn as the other 3 of us combined.
Yeah, probably.
How do I upgrade?
On the left side. The left side is your side.
1 upgrade.
Yep.
Okay, and then clicky resilience roll. Boop, boop, boop. There we go.
Ooh.
Boop, 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 dope. You succeed. The spores, again, don't affect you. And if you'd like, why don't you use the 3 advantage to recover some strain?
I'll
Great
certainly do that, because I'm going to be suffering a lot of it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, boy.
All right. That being said, we just have that little tiny guys down there. But
They're going to be gone.
they're going to be gone. In fact, for the we're just going to say that Skirb and Teal blast them into pieces, and we're just going to speed that along.
Nice. Good job, Teal.
All right, so we are no longer in combat.
Okay.
In that case, I'm going to try to recover my strain.
Yeah, can everybody roll cool?
Okay.
It's cool or
Cool.
discipline.
Correct.
Cool or discipline, yes. Whichever one, and there's no difficulty. You just click on cool or discipline.
I will.
And only successes matter, basically.
Right.
So.
So you recover 4 strain, Ty. Teal
All right,
recovers
so
2. Skirb recovers 2.
Oops.
Bar
You
none.
recover 2, Maru.
Okay.
No,
'Cause
he
He
failed.
forgot to take the difficulty. There's no difficulty.
Oh,
So
No, you don't understand. He's failed.
he just fails. You failed us. So yeah, the
Good job,
combat's over. You guys can continue to consult the map. F YouTube. They don't need to see it now. Unless I deem it worthy or
okay.
what have you.
Well, I'm
So-
making my way along the rooftop behind Skirb and providing cover for him, basically.
Yeah.
As he does the search. I'm
Alright.
making sure that, at the very least, if anything eats him, that he gets shot afterward. I mean,
Right.
probably before it eats him, but at the very least,
You're there to
tell
put
him.
him down in case. You're gonna
Yeah.
pull a Carl and put him down like he did Lori. So
Mara's gonna kind of haphazardly walk to Ty, and there's a.
Maru, you look like the Sasquatch from the Jerky Link commercials just ran through a highly pollinated dandelion field. You are
and I'm,
yellow.
Trees in Texas.
I'm clutching the wound that the what the fuck is it called?
Clicker.
Infected?
Yeah, that the clicker gave to me, and I go, Captain, I think something's wrong. I'm not feeling good. You're kind of heavy.
Well, I'd say
Okay.
pop a squat while I get us organized and see what's going
Please
on.
don't say that. He'll just start shitting in front of the stormtroopers.
Can do. I go over to the water, and I wash myself off.
Okay. Could you please roll a resilience against
Do it.
3 purple and take a strain because you are making an action?
Oh god.
Why does this hurt my head? There you go. All right, 3 purple. You said.
Yep. I'll give you a boost die because the water kind of watered it down.
Okie doke.
It's not as bad, maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, you succeed. You realize that as you're washing your face, you look down, the entire pool is covered in this yellow spore shit, and all you're doing is you're putting muddy yellow spores all over you.
Great.
I just walk over to the bush and I go, "Fuck this shit."
You're like
Just
wiping it off
imagine,
with
like,
sticks.
initially he looked like a freaking golden retriever because he was all.
Yeah.
Now he looks
Yeah.
like a freaking wet golden retriever.
Now he looks like those girls that put like golden glitter glue crap in their hair. Like, all right, Jazz. Immediately, when you turn towards the group, the officers are like, "As you could see, we had everything handled. We didn't really need your help."
We're not here for you.
Yeah.
Where's your data files at? We're on mission from foreign.
The officer looks behind him, and one of the civilians steps forward. "Why, at my terminal at the senator's office."
Ah,
Hey.
I knew it.
Can you direct my team there?
Sure, I'll take you there now. And he motions down the road.
I'm going to look at the stormtroopers and the group that is to Ty's left, the 3 stormtroopers there and the officer. You 4 hold here. I'm going to point at the officer and the other 2. You 2 follow us.
Yeah, and after the officer saw your rank, he kind of shut up. And as you guys are walking, he's like, "I meant no offense."
Just cover the
Yeah,
rear.
we
See,
gave
like
it.
one of the stormtroopers having the line from that new Battlefront trailer where it's like, "We didn't know Special Forces was here."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
so
gonna
he
tell the
leads
officer.
you in this building, and then you come out this side.
Can I be hopping down? I was gonna hop down right here.
No,
Yeah,
you
Top
can't
of
be
these
hopping down.
stairs.
You could, but you don't exactly know where you're going.
No, but that's where I was doing anyway. Before
Yeah.
I knew.
Where were you going? Into this building that we're in, or on
Well,
top?
I was gonna go for the conference room because it was like I was gonna sweep in a counterclockwise fashion since.
Oh,
since
Yeah,
we're attacking
I think
Yeah,
you could
north.
hop down, and just continue.
Well, I was going to do the ascension pistol swing down onto the steps here, basically for us.
That's cool.
Just to be safe.
So yeah, so you guys.
By
have
the
no
way, the
problem
ascension
reuniting.
pistol, if you cannot tell, is one of my favorite pieces of gear in this entire
I
game.
see that.
Yeah.
We all
Yes.
want one.
Wonderful.
Oh god, the idea of all of you having one would be funny. If poor Maru failed, like everybody's like, Maru's like, ah. All
Well,
right,
see,
so
the good thing is with the ascension pistol, if Morrow failed to hit roll, he just can never hit the grapple. Because that's the ranged light roll. Once you hit the grapple, dragging yourself and someone else up is athletics, which Morrow's great at. Like,
right, but if he
Oh,
failed
yeah,
the
you just
grapple,
have to hit it.
As he's falling.
he jumps off
Oh,
a
yeah.
building.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Maru
he can't
does
pull
jump
Maru
off
moves.
things without grappling
Full
first.
Assassin's Creed style.
But to tell you the
stuff,
truth,
like,
Maru doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The funny
It's
thing
just-
about, well, you guys have to remember is he can climb trees with his bare hands. Like
Yeah.
if he really
My
wanted
bare
to
hands.
scale, if he really wanted to
Yeah.
scale a building, he could just be like, "Ugh," without any equipment. That's
Aaron, you
Right.
think you're really punny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so.
And-
The politician, he motions towards the door and activates his card, which opens it and says, "In my office." And go ahead and place yourself wherever you want in the office.
Once he scans it, I'll go in first, since
Okay.
I don't really want Ty or the Squishies or Skirb will be the one that finds there's a freaking clicker in the office or something. So
All right, yeah. So move your token.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I figured it's pretty sick.
Is it this door? Yeah. So I'll go in and I'll check under the desk and everything, make sure there's not
Everything's-
something gonna freaking.
Oh, you looked under the desk. You just found a bonus. There's a little black box attached to the under the desk, and you see a red light flashing. It's a transmitter. And since he said that, I'm gonna move you guys back.
Okay. I'm going to call over my shoulder then and say, Skirb, I need you to check this out. And since I've kind of cleared it, I'm going to let Skirb come be the one to handle that part. Cause
All right,
that's his
Skirb,
thing.
move on ahead.
But then I'm going to move back to the door to make sure that no one interferes
That's
with
a window.
Skirb. Where's the door then?
Oh, it's
Doors
not
are
the top.
top.
Door.
Why is
So it's
everyone
like
at
a
the
hallway.
bottom?
They're out.
Because
They're
look, the
outside
door,
still.
they're outside still. You said, I'm going to go in first, so they waited for you.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna take my security sweeper and I'm gonna scan the receiver.
Hey, you found this place has been rigged with an explosive, and it's been armed. Apparently the trigger was the door opening.
Oh boy.
Wait.
Wait.
Oh, the trigger's off. Boom! No, shit.
Oops.
I'm glad I didn't open the door.
Let's clear this. That's messy.
Okay. I don't know what to do. Let's
You
see.
have
Let
to
me
disarm
look
it
at my
right here, right
skills.
now, or else it's
I
going to
know.
explode.
Is it computer based? Can I hack it?
Well, look at your skills and tell me what you think you
Or-
can use.
Or is it
Well-
mechanics based?
Is it more of a mechanical bomb, or well? Because if it was up to me, I'd pilot it out of there.
Well, it's a transmitter, so you could probably scramble the radio frequencies. You could probably use mechanics to try to break the thing without breaking it.
Yeah, but I don't know if it has a. I'll try to jam the signal then, and try to scramble the signal with computers then.
Computers check against 3 purple, and I am spinning a dark side.
All right, I'm gonna use the light
I don't know
side.
why it did that, but whatever. I will.
Do you say over the team comms what it is?
Yeah,
Skirb, or?
I'm gonna say we got live cookies.
I was like, cookies!
Then I'm gonna
Maru,
call her.
roll a will check. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll do it.
I'm gonna use the light side point to upgrade my side.
Oh, go for it.
And I'm giving you a boost.
Okay. So 1 blue.
So you up
Yep.
1 blue, 3 purple, upgrade my side, upgrade your side, and I hope you roll a despair because this will be glorious.
Kill us all.
It's okay, I've got backup characters in mind.
All right, here we go. Hold on to your butts.
Yay! Hey-oh! That deserves a dab or two. All right.
Toby!
All right, so basically, you successfully disarm the device, and I have an idea for the triumph if you're willing.
I'm willing. Let's
The
do it.
device, you notice the computer is already downloading the files.
Aha!
They're already being taken out of the computer, so they're not all there.
To who? To where? Shit.
Well, you would have to roll a computer's check for that. But the triumph is you do notice that this particular device does not look Imperial made. It looks handmade.
It's an IED.
I'm gonna
Made by
hand.
the rebels.
I'm gonna hand the bomb to Teal, and I'm gonna take this to the senator and ask
Only the transmitter.
question.
You don't know where the explosives
Oh,
are.
great.
Oh, really?
They're not with the transmitter.
They could be in any of these buildings.
Then I'm going to search the office while he's
Roll
once he
perception
points that
with
out.
3 purple.
Okay.
Perception
Right.
with 3 purple. Okay.
Would you like to roll another computer's check, Skirt?
Yes, absolutely.
Computers against
I'm
3
gonna try
purple,
to-
please.
Okay, I'm gonna try to stop the stealing of the data. If you know what I mean. I'm trying to cut the signal off so I can
All right.
retain the files. Against 3.
You fail. The files are gone.
No.
Oh shit!
Oh, that was
Perception.
perception. Sorry.
I just didn't find the bomb.
All right.
Ooh.
So you didn't find the bomb. You succeeded to stopping the transfer,
Sweet.
and then the threat is that all of a sudden something happens.
Okay.
2 triggers to this bomb. If anyone tried to interrupt the download, or if anybody came into the room. All of your data pads are now worthless. Every electronic device that you have, including your comm links, are now worthless. As an EMP explodes. That includes your slicer gear,
Fuck.
bricked. It's all bricked.
Fuck.
Communication's
This
gone.
doesn't
Data
seem
pad's
like
gone.
a very good success.
You succeeded. I mean,
Well, you succeeded in stopping the information from falling
Yeah,
into
but
rebel
now
hands,
the
which is
computer's gone.
huge. Yeah.
We're never gonna know. All right.
Well, since the files are gone, our mission's complete. Now we need to get back to foreign.
Well, you stopped
Yeah.
the files. Yeah, you stopped the transfer. So whatever the information they
got
had,
something,
it's.
but they didn't get
I don't
all
know
of
if you ever download a movie off the internet, and if something interrupts it, it's not a complete file. It is useless. It would take weeks, if not months, for them to try to get any useful information out of that. So the mission was to stop that from falling into enemy hands.
oh, so then yeah, it's a success.
That is a total success. The threat is that there were 2 conditions with the bomb. It was an EMP.
Okay.
The downfall is you guys just rely heavily on your electronics. Oh, and every single one of your energy cells are also fried.
Ha!
Even the ones
Jokes
that the
on
actual
you
one I have.
guys.
Huh?
Even my backup.
No, backups are fine. Just the activated energy cells.
Nice.
Cool, then I'm just gonna reload.
Yeah, you just reload.
I will need
Yeah.
to fix the electricity functions on my armor then.
You have power
You can-
armor or regular armor?
I have regular armor, but it has built-in shock coils.
So what you do is you
Um,
spin an energy cell. You're like pulling out the dead battery and popping a new one back in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So basically, if we ever need to take
Not
someone
okay.
alive, I just grab them by the body, activate the energy cells, and I tase them.
Right.
And they can't get away because I'm Maru.
All right.
Alright, well.
Now, Skirb, describe to me
I'm
what happens
heartbroken.
to your character when you're looking at your slicer kit and you see it scramble and you realize, oh my god, it's an EMP, and then it's gone.
Yeah. I'm literally gonna start crying. Like, no, that's a huge loss for Skirb because I've made my livelihood for the past 5 years off of that gear. You know what I mean? Like it's been with me on mission and mission and mission with Teal.
I just
You know,
imagine this
so
image of
there's a lot of
Skirb, a
sentimental
montage.
value.
He's in a fucking Ferris wheel, and he looks over smiling, but in the other seat, it's just his slicer gear.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I realize it, and then the flash goes off, and then it plays that the sound of silence. It's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. And I'm just like, fucking no.
See, the Maru is sad for
Now-
you, but me knowing that you basically tortured Maru for 5 years, probably with that thing, I'm okay with it.
Ty and Maru,
Yes.
on the outside of the building, you hear wow when it goes off. And you see the lights in the government building go chunk. And the lights in the nearby blocks go chunk, 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 chunk.
That's not good.
And the city goes dark.
That was a really big E EMP.
I'm going to.
Well, no, not
So Teal
necessarily.
initially like hits his comm unit like,
Yeah.
we got nope. He doesn't even hear
Yeah.
like the static type moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fried. It's not necessarily. I'll tell you this much. It's not necessarily that it was a big EMP. It's that it fried the power, the nearby power station.
Oh,
The power grid, yeah.
so it was just strategically placed.
Strategically placed by someone who knew exactly where to place it and exactly when.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm going to run up to the stairs and yell into the building, "We gotta go!"
I'm running out.
Curb, you cannot open the door.
I'm kicking at the door.
I
And
go.
I'm yelling
And
for
actually, Ty,
Maru.
you can't even go in.
Yeah,
You go to
like
open the
right
door, and
here,
it's like.
so-
Psst, 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 psst.
All right.
Now, are you a mechanics, Maru? Could you
I have mechanics.
Maru, I need you to get out of the
I've got a
hallway.
solution.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
When
Lay on top of me.
Scurb has trouble with the door, I come to the window and shoot it.
There you go.
Hey.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Scurb, over here.
Oh, Roger.
I need both of you to make a coordination roll.
Okay.
I can just catch them if they jump out, so they
Is
don't
this
land
like
on the
second
glass.
story or something?
Just make a coordination roll. And the difficulty is
I
going
will.
to be...
I'm going to assist Scurb first.
Actually, first,
them out.
let's do this. First, Teal, I need you to... Coordination of 2. The window is not broken. Coordination of 2. So, coordination
Okay.
roll against 2 purple.
The window's not broken?
The window is not broken.
Both-
Coordination roll with 2
Oh.
purple.
Both of us.
Oh,
Both of you.
You just shot a bulletproof glass. It's gonna bounce
Right
around the
now.
fucking
Okay.
thing.
Go ahead, Teal.
Oh god.
Whoever fails most is the one that this would hit.
I'm all the way across. Okay. Before he broke the window, I was all the way across the room.
Yeah, you're right. So go back
You
there.
didn't break the window though.
I know. Okay,
Yeah.
so what happens is... What is the
Fuck.
damage of your weapon, Teal?
Holy shit.
13.
I'm
Divide
fucking
that.
dead.
You did have a spare energy cell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already...
What half of that is what hits you, Skirb? Like the moment it hits the
Nice.
window, it appears that in a senator's office they wanted some bulletproof windows for some reason, blaster-proof windows. And when you shoot the window, it goes boom and bounces off. And you can tell that when it hits it, it dissipates a little bit, but then reflects. And half of that damage is 6. So what's your soak value, Skirb?
2?
Yeah, so
Ow.
you take 4 wounds.
Ow, that's like a third of my health.
Dude, fuck!
And for that,
Skirb!
I spend a dark side point.
Of course.
Now, the window can be broken, but it is blaster-proof.
Ah, you idiot! Oh, why? Why? Haven't
But I'm
you
gonna
seen
give
that
you a
I've lost
bone
enough
Skirb.
today?
Skirb, when you fall down because of the shot, your hand scrapes against a panel and it opens up, and you see a manual pump lever for the doors.
I thought about shooting it. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna stand up and pump the lever then.
Yeah, the door goes squeaky, 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 and opens up.
I'm gonna open it enough for me to get through because I'm smaller and I'm gonna get the fuck out.
Meanwhile, outside, the
Psycho.
senator, what's going on during that? The senator outside's like, oh my god, the power. And then he looks over and he sees Teal. And he sees Teal pulling out his blaster. And then he sees him pointed at the window and he goes, no, 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 no. And he's like, I just had those installed. So
Those are some pretty good quality windows there, Senator.
after a few moments, Skirb and Teal can come out the building. And the noise, it's eerily dark in the city, with the exception of the suns that are setting. And you just hear panicked screaming throughout the city and the reports of blaster fire in the distance.
I'm gonna tell Tyr, sir, time to go. Mission
Alright.
complete here.
I'm gonna look at-
EMP bomb. Our
Make
comms
my
and
way out.
stuff are
and,
my gear, sir.
We'll try to get you some more. I'm going to look at the politician and the imperial officer and say, we need to work back to the main gate, and then from there we need to move to the library across the way. We have a ship on top.
Sounds great. And then that's when you hear shoof, shoof, shoof. And as you guys look up in the sky,
Fucking incoming.
you see 4 Y-Wings bombing the shit out of the city. The camera wipes. In orbit, a Corellian Corvette sits there. And your wife is on the bridge looking at some of the equipment. And She's monitoring it. Good, they're doing all right. Oh, what's going on down there? And there's people running all across her bridge. And this happened 20 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago, she's sitting there, and pow! The ship appears. Pow, 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 pow! Several other ships appear. And the ship is a Nebulon B frigate. And
Oh my God.
it's burned on the sides and looks like it's got panel covering some of the places. And this logo of what looks like a blue planet with a dark burn across it. And it says, never forget, always avenge. And the always avenge is newly painted on it. And the wife goes, get us out of here right now. Do we still have those emergency coordinates planned? And she's like, yes. And Ty's wife looks down and puts her hands on this data pad that she's got, and it just shows like Ty's profile as she's making sure his vitals are okay. She says, I'm sorry, love.
And I had a question. Would
Yes.
her sensor still work through the EMP?
No, it's all fried.
It was 20 minutes ago, though.
Yep.
Oh, when she
That was 20 minutes ago.
But she
His,
jumped.
his vitals
She
are about
jumped
to go dead.
Yeah,
Well, she's going to jump out of range anyway.
she's
so
gonna be out of range.
Yeah. His vitals would have been out of range. But it is entirely possible if she goes back to the planet anytime soon, she could think he's dead. And immediately, as soon as that ship pops in the hangar, this red Twi'lek with a metallic arm is grilling the flight squadrons, and she's like, you have your mission parameters. We wait for the moment of our attack. The moment that the resistance forces on the grounds create a window for us, we start our bombing run. And they're like, affirmative. And then the pilots start running off to B-wings and Y-wings and start getting their engines ready. Ethan, thank you for this tide change.
You're
I
welcome.
really enjoyed it. And 20 minutes pass as they're sitting there in their ready signal, and that's when the EMP goes off. Valeria gets onto the comms and slams this button down, and she's like, now, now, now! And the moment she says that, Y-wings and B-wings are like, yeah, and just start tearing out of the hangar, heading for Felucia. Camera wipes, panning back down to you guys as these Y-wings make this pass over the city.
Let's get to the ship.
Ain't our first rodeo. Let's go. We know when we've overstayed our welcome. Sir, I'd suggest signaling to the Moff if we can.
Unless you can get these comms working. I can't.
I'd tap my slicing gear.
Tom's on the shuttle.
You know, Skirb, you did think about something. If you can manage to fix the power station that's in this government building, there is a chance that you can at least get this portion up and running.
I don't care.
And then
Yes.
send a signal. Or you guys can book it for the ship. Now,
I think we
most
just need to get out.
most ships are going to be protected from an EMP of this magnitude.
Yeah. And plus, we powered it down anyway, so...
I mean, its shields are probably knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, there will be some fried circuitry, but the ship should be operational.
Right.
Like,
And speaking of that, you do notice that there are some TIE fighters scrambling to fight off the
Defend.
Y-wings. There is a dogfight going on above.
I gotta protect my
Okay,
ship.
just
man.
remember there's a senator, a civilian, like, aide type, and then 2 officers and 5 stormtroopers, right?
There's 2 officers,
5 stormtroopers,
five
and then
stormtroopers,
3.
and then 3 civilians. You've got the senator and then 2 other
officers.
proper government-looking officials. They don't look like assistants.
What's the capacity on our shuttle?
We can fit them.
Yeah, we
I
can fit
think a Lambda class fits 10?
20 or 25.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
we-
it's 10 passengers, and then it's like
And then
6
it's
active
4
crew or something
something
like
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to remember, the Lambda shuttle carried the commando team down to Endor, so it's
Right.
Yeah.
not small.
I don't think they had Wookiees in mind when they designed her.
I'll look to
So I take
Heyo.
2 people slots.
I'll look to the senator and say, if we come under fire, stick with me.
He nods and pulls out this little chrome pistol.
Okay. Then I'll look to the aides, and I'll indicate each one of them, the civilians, to stick with Skirb and then Maru, if we come under fire. And then I'll indicate for the stormtroopers to watch help keep the officers safe, like move it.
Yeah, you guys file out, no problem. Start heading
So
across
basically, I
the
want to make
parking
sure
lot.
the civilians have like a member of our squad that they know to
Absolutely.
that they know who to stick with, basically.
And that being said, what emblem is on these badass stormtroopers' shoulder? Like, what is their squad known as? Like, would they
Rogue
have a squad, or are
Squadron.
they just a handful of really good
I think
stormtroopers?
they'd probably just be like a hodgepodge of remaining units that after they've lost a whole bunch, and these guys kind of like grouped together in the fray. They were stationed in other places, so they're not really like a unit themselves, but they
Right.
can be now.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's say that the reason why they did so effectively was because one of the officers looks like a grizzled vet.
Nice.
Mhm.
I was thinking also the stormtroopers themselves could have been like veterans of like Battle of Endor or something like that.
Let's just say
Like,
they
they're
were on
actually
Endor. I
veteran
like that.
stormtroopers.
Excellent.
They were 5 days away from retirement, man.
One of them's
with
like,
that,
I was working at Kessel a week before it fell.
Oh, shit.
and the
Sucks to be
Wookiee
you.
Wishbone thing. Shit. We had four.
All right.
Some idiot
So-
made me play this tape. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
So yeah, the group of you, we can leave this map now. The group of you start heading towards the shuttle. And you guys get to the library, and the library is boarded up still.
Okay.
Let's see here. We'll move to the side of the street where we have the window.
Okay.
And first thing before we do any other entering, I'm going to
There is a body on the ground.
Mm.
by the window.
Yes.
What
Male
sort
body.
of body?
Does it look like
The
someone
way that it
jumped?
looks like is it looks like somebody fell out the window. And when you look up, there's a sheet rope hanging out the window that's torn, and the rest of the sheet rope is blown down the street.
So it's one of the civilians?
Yeah, he tried to
That's
get
what I
out
was
of the
thinking.
library, and he didn't tie off his sheet very well.
I wonder what sheets were doing in the
I'll
library.
motion then for everyone to like circle up here.
Yep.
Like to secure it, and
He
be
spent a light
over.
side point, you fucking dick. Go
I'm
ahead.
going to. I'll be like, I'm going to check and make sure the library's not been overrun before we go up this way.
I'm going to pull security on the ground.
Roger.
And I'll take my ascension pistol up to the window and see if the library looks like it's been overrun or if this guy was just being a crazy making a run for it.
Actually, all the civilians are on the third story, and some of them are crying, and they're like, "Sorry, we thought it would work. We thought it would work. It's fine." You realize all the lights in the library is off. It's completely pitch black in here.
Which doesn't bother me, but
Yeah.
I will look to them and I'll say, everyone move towards the south wall.
They see who it is. They're like, "Oh, thank God! When the lights came off, we had to get out of here." Somebody suggested
That's
moving the bookcase, but we thought it would be a better idea to go out the window.
What
Good
bookcase?
idea.
The Wookiee, he moved a bookcase in front of the door so that the
Oh.
infected couldn't come in.
Gotcha. Everyone move, and like I'll stand in the window basically to where like any light coming from outside would give me a little bit of a silhouette, so they have a chance to see me. And I'll point towards one of the walls basically. Everyone move this direction.
Yeah, so they all file through that
way.
direction.
At which point I will. How to do this?
How's it look? I'm going to yell up. Just kind of with enough.
I'll
Hear me.
call back and say the civilians were trying to make their exit this direction. I'm moving them to the south wall so that we can make our ascent.
Ty, that's when you hear, over here! And you see 3 stormtroopers come out of, like, hiding from inside the buildings because they see your group, and they start jogging up. One of them's got blood all over their armor.
I'm gonna try to meet them in the middle and shuttle them to the wall.
Yeah, they follow suit and they follow up formation. Glad we found you guys, they say.
Do any of your comms work?
No. And the wall fell. Without the electricity, all of the electrical current that was keeping them back completely fell. The squads were totally overwhelmed. And that's when you realize one of the stormtroopers looks at Maru and goes, "Sup, big guy?" And pats him on the chest. And Maru has a flashback of, "No, you stay here."
I would appreciate it if you didn't do that, but I'm good. Thanks.
You look like hell. He hands you a stim pack.
I go, I feel like hell. I jab the stim pack into my arm where the thing ripped me open.
Recover 5 wounds.
How much? Oh my god.
How
much wounds did you have?
I think it wasn't wounds.
A lot.
Crits that are.
Yeah, I mean, no, he didn't have a lot. He was like, I mean, he has a lot of hit points, but he was probably a quarter of the way down.
Yeah.
Shit.
The sheet rope that they were making.
Yeah.
Does it look like they have enough material to actually make it reach the ground?
Well, they did, but there aren't any sheets in the library, so they could only find enough to make one rope, and the rest of it
So it's like
flew away.
The rest of it, what?
Blew away. He tore it on his way down. The fabric ripped.
Okay.
Although now that you look at it, you realize they're undergarments that have been tied together, like robes, pants.
I am going to spend a light side destiny point, and I will call back to the team and say, "Hang on a second, I'll be right back." And I'm going to go into the library and use my ascension pistol to latch on to the shuttle and pull myself up.
Are you trying to get a rope for everybody to climb?
I am going to say that we have extra synth rope in the shuttle to where I can bring it back and actually make something that will be not only climbable for my team, but like since we got a senator and civilians, I figured they actually need like.
I was just going to try to land the ship on the street.
Yeah, you get.
I wasn't
get
thinking that way.
Get him.
So.
Yep. So Teal, you get the synth rope. Go ahead and spin that light side point.
And then I'll set it up and extend it down for everyone to start making their way up. I'll call to the team and say, send some of the stormtroopers up first.
Roger that.
Yeah, so I'd say about half the stormtroopers go up first.
Okay.
Basically, I'll just say keep a line to keep the senator safe type thing, because I don't know whether or not these civilians are rebels and whether or not they have a beef with the senator. So basically, I wanted to secure the area first. That way, but I didn't want to have my team come up first because they're the most capable in case clickers show up down on the ground. Yep. So
I hate you.
So we'll do stormtroopers, senators, and then us.
Right. So like there's a total of 8 stormtroopers, so send like 3 of them up to help me secure the area, bring the civilians up, senator and his 2 aides, then the officers, then probably the rest of the stormtroopers, and you guys bring up the rear.
Yeah, I think once the senator gets into the window, that's when the crowd's like, "It's you!" And they get really pissed off, and they start shouting at him and coming at him, and there's a line. The stormtroopers are like pushing him back, and
over the shoulders of the group, I just calmly will like yell, say just loud enough to be heard as they start to make the commotion. I say, the next one of you that yells, I am shooting.
They all go quiet.
You can talk. I say you can talk, but the infected are attracted to noise. So if you've got a problem, you can stay civil.
Go.
And then now they're talking, and they're like, "It's all your fault. And the senator doesn't say anything. He just looks at them and continues walking. And they're just shaking their heads as he continues to move. This is a resistance attack. This is a breach on our rights. You know, maybe the resistance knows something that we don't, because where's the Moff and all of his grand glory? And they're just very upset. And then
Am I up there at the time?
No, you're going up.
I don't know,
last.
because this when it first happened.
Okay.
One of the officers says, "If you people don't shut the fuck up, I will order my men to stun you." And that has a little more effect on the crowd, as they're like, "Oh, laying down stunned while infected could come? No, thank you."
I get to watch as I'm eaten. Yay!
And so, Ty, you guys are on the ground. The last aid is going up. And that's when you hear something that sounds like a river. You go whoosh.
Can I tell which direction it's coming from?
Yeah, it seems to be coming from the outskirts of the city.
Okay, we're the last ones out there, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna look to the others. Start climbing.
Yep, first one's up is...
Which one do you guys want to go?
I mean, I'll go up last.
Okay, I'm going then.
You know, gotta get the pilot up there anyway.
Skirp,
Yeah.
you start climbing up the rope. This is a menial task. I'm not going to have you roll. And
Okay.
Ty, as you're watching him go up, you look down on the street, and that's when you realize that that river sound is actually the sound of thousands of these creatures climbing on the walls of the buildings. It looks like a flood of spiders, like a spider nest just erupted. And they're coming through the city.
I'm gonna grab Maru and just say, "We're both climbing. Come on!"
I'm like, okay. I put him on my back and I start climbing up.
Nice.
So given the circumstances, I will point to where the stairs going from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor, like where our ship is, and tell the stormtroopers to escort the officers and aides up the stairs and meet us at the shuttle.
They nod and start escorting them to roof access.
And I grab, I say, "Senator, pardon this," and just grab him and Ascension pistol straight to the shuttle, like to get
Not
the
a
Senator
problem at
secure in it, and
I'm gonna
then
be
also
like,
to start
"You
powering
forgot
the
your
shuttle.
pilot."
I know enough piloting to get it started up and warmed up.
True.
Once you get
That's
here.
true.
Yeah, and you unlock the shuttle and you get the senator in. The rest of you are filing out, and then the crowd starts to approach, and they're like, "Us too." Ty, do you really shake your head at them? You're like,
As I'm making sure Maru and Skirb are going, as I'm climbing out the
"Yeah,
stairs.
you're
I
the
just
last
look
one."
like- Yeah, I just
I'm
shake
up.
my head no, and then keep running up.
What? But you're sentencing us to death. And as soon as they say that, that's when you see a clicker's hand come in the window frame, and they're like, as it peers over.
Oh, fuck. Shh.
I'm going to. I'll just take a pot shot at it to try to, they know. Oh shoot! Now we gotta run. Of course,
Yeah.
they're locked in the library, but
So you take a pot shot at it, and then you get up the ascension rope, and as the ship's taking off, you're kind of like being pulled in. That's when they go, "Oh my god," and I'm going to say your pot shot hits it and causes it to fall out the window, but then you see 4 more crawling in all at the same time from the sides, and the civilians just go, "Oh my god." They run downstairs, running through the shards of glass as you guys are leaving. They go up to the bookcase, and they pull the bookcase down, and then they open the doors, and more infected just pour in, and all of them are just in this choke point.
As the team gets up here, I just looked up. The shuttle has room for 27. By my count, we are 16. So
We're good.
how many
We're fine.
civilians were there?
It doesn't matter.
There's probably about 25 that were still alive.
That's
I
fine.
still love
They're
it.
dead now.
Children?
now can I do?
No, we did our mission. We got the Imperial liaison out, and we secured the data from being transmitted.
But I feel bad.
Well, as I get in the shuttle, I'm going to throw off my helmet and just kind of like be angry at myself for doing that.
Yeah, like
I look at
like
the tie.
My arm is bleeding from where I was shot by Teal.
yeah. And
But-
as you guys start climbing in altitude, above the city, that's when you see smoke coming from the Moth's palace. But no infected are climbing up the hill. Instead, you see 2 transports going and leaving, and there's troops. There's a big battle going on right now at the Moth's palace. You see explosions and blaster fire being traded. And the senator
Can we get to the
leans
ship?
forward and goes, "My God, we have to save the Moth's son. He's our only hope." And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Ah!
And
Don't
you know what
blow
the
my
best
ship
part
up.
is? You guys
Don't blow
don't
my
get to
ship
choose
up.
the tie changes.
No!
That's right. No.
So instead, the Destiny Horizon crew will be choosing your tide changes, which I find very interesting because the
Ethan,
Destiny
you know what to
Horizon
do.
is in
It's there.
orbit right now.
That's cheating!
Oh no! And I will let them know that depending on their tide changes, you know, just like you guys, keep it generic and keep in mind that if it fucks you guys over, it's all gonna come around. I've already got plans. The worse the tide changes to get chosen, it'll affect the other campaigns slightly too. So, excellent job, everybody. That was some pretty intense ground fighting. I didn't pull any punches. You guys, those stormtroopers, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They made it a
whatever.
lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have rolled individually for each one of them, but the fight would have lasted like 3 hours. So,
Yeah.
oh well. I made the rule that general attacks were general attacks, and they ended up cutting a swath in all of them.
I got shot.
How did you guys?
I got shot.
I got shot.
Yeah, no, that's real bad. I had like a chance to turn into an. Can you imagine what infected Maru would be like?
I got shot.
Well, you
for a
guys saw
third
the
of my
infected
health.
Acklay. That
Yeah.
was no
Yeah.
joke. Joshua beat it
He
by
did it.
cheating.
An infected Wookiee would be savage.
Yeah, well,
I'm just
maybe
glad
the planet
it was
wouldn't have fallen
only
to
you that even
Trandoshans
had
if
to
they were
make the
infected.
rolls, because you're the ones with the resilience roll.
Yeah, you still cheated
Yeah.
and led him back to the resilience or resistance.
The fuck?
All right, so hello everyone. How was that? Everybody feeling okay?
Yeah.
No,
You like that session?
no.
Yeah, I kind of almost wish I lost my arm because I think that would have been dope as hell.
So,
So-
you wouldn't have been able to
I
fly.
mean,
Teal.
you've already got 2 crits on you. That just means it's more
I
likely to
lost
happen
my
next time.
livelihood.
Teal, do you think this looks a lot like a slicer kit, or are they a little more advanced than that? They don't look
The
like
slicer
smartphones, do
kit.
they? I don't know. Hey, Skirp, can I see? No, if it looked like that, it'd probably still be working. Anyways, yes, Skirp, you lost your livelihood, but
I did.
chances are,
I'm not happy.
chances are, you
I'm
might
more
be
mad
able to
about
do
my
it.
gear than getting shot.
I think
Yeah.
it's bigger than the smartphone because it's an encumbrance too.
Oh yeah, probably
So,
something
I mean,
you have to wear on
laptop.
your belt,
There's probably
and it's got
multiple
wires.
tools about
Right,
that size.
it's probably
Yeah.
a giant tool belt or something. Excellent.
Well, a tool
So,
belt is encumbrance 4. So
I
like,
want to say thank you to all of my players for their excellent strategy. This squad, compared to the others, handles combat threats a lot more effectively.
Well, we're a trained
good.
squadron of death.
I
That
don't
is true.
have any money to replace any of my stuff.
You can fix it.
Did you?
Also, we're probably gonna get paid. You know.
yes, and actually,
Everybody who would
Skirp,
pay us
you
is
can
dead.
fix it. Skirp.
Yeah.
If you have the
Yeah.
materials, you can fix it. It's not gone forever.
I changed it to useless slicer tools in my inventory.
I just like ditched my reload and extra.
Oh, that means my
Bad.
electro binoculars don't work either, I guess.
No.
You have
I
to
lost
repair
an
a lot of
energy
things.
cell and a data pad.
Yeah. And my
your
security
comms.
sweeper.
All of you lost your comms.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Now remember, in our ship we have Imperial equipment, so
Right.
maybe something might be in there.
That's true.
Is our personal data pads are they don't work either now, huh?
Nope.
the personal ones, the ISB one probably survives an MK.
Yes, the ISB one still functions.
Okay, that's all I need. to
In
know.
fact, it's funny if Ty checks his ISB like data pad that his wife gave him. It says he's dead.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember
Freedom!
She handed it and showed him. I'm always watching Wazowski, and
Always watching.
well, from
He's
us
not
Alright.
thinking about that now.
at the Dust to Dust crew, we're gonna sign off and say adieu, and we are going to clear way for the Destiny Horizon crew to ruin the lives of the Dust to Dust crew. So thank you very much, and tune in for the next episode.
I know that. I can't believe I'm going to waste this one. Okay. In the ship that Tony, the warhead chaser that Tony is pretty much in charge of in the Doctor, in that crate of Imperial weapons and stuff like that, there's a new, brand new slicer kit for Skirb.
Thing that came to mind was that the inadvertent side effect of using so much of this infected has like created a Queen of Blades / Kerrigan kind of overlord type Poison Ivy character.
One of them, while they're going through their checking and looking, comes across what looks like a long wooden box, and in it is a bottle, and what looks like a very old and very rare bottle of wine, and there's a liquid inside of it. You think, oh, if you look at it and you check on it and see that, wow, this is really an old bottle of wine. But it's not that. It's something else, something they're not prepared for.
I was going to say that the fungal experiments were not isolated to Felucia, and they have actually been replicated in other planets.